Hi, Emily. Thanks so much for coming in today. How was your day so far?
Hi, Allison. It was a good day. I'm in eighth grade and I went to world history and I went to algebra. I don't really like algebra, so I got to leave early, so that was really cool.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I remember back in eighth grade, math was not my favorite, so I can sympathize with you on that.
Yeah, and Coach George just isn't a great teacher.
Is Coach George your softball coach?
No.
Oh, okay. Um, who is your softball coach?
Oh, my softball coach is Coach Brady, and he is only the high school coach. The middle school doesn't have a team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Are you trying out for softball for high school?
Yeah, so they're having tryouts in the next month in April for next year's team for the fall, and I'm really hoping to make it on the varsity team.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a big adventure.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's why I came here. I wanted to be, the best that I could be and, just make sure that I get all the energy that I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Nutrition plays a big role in athletes and in their performance. So you're definitely in the right place. You're taking the right steps, and we can get you to your peak performance in no time. So I know you sent me a food blog, but actually let's figure out what our goal is for today first. So I know you really want to make the varsity team. So let's talk about what you usually eat throughout the day, some things that maybe we could substitute that out for, what is going to give you the most energy, and if you would be okay with it, I can share some snacks, some recipes that you can share with your mom, some websites. And I can get printouts for you if you wanted, and we can go from there. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Okay, so like I was saying earlier, I know you sent in a food blog. Let's go over that a little bit. So for your food blog, you put that you had just cereal. What kind of cereal did you have?
Well, I really like Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Okay.
It's definitely the tastiest cereal, and I like to have it with whole milk.
Okay.
That is my favorite kind of milk. I've always had that kind of milk, so.
Okay. Do you ever have any type of fruit on the side?
No, not usually. I usually just like cereal.
Okay. Do you have a favorite fruit?
Yeah, I really like pears.
Okay. All right, we can work with that. And I noticed you put coffee on there too. Have you been drinking coffee for a long time?
Yeah, my parents both drink coffee, and they, they didn't love that I drank coffee at first, but then I just kept doing it, and they kind of became okay with it.
Okay, and do you only drink the 1 cup a day?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So moving on to lunch. With lunch, I saw that you got McDonald's. Do you guys get fast food a lot for lunch?
Yeah, so my mom works at the school, so usually wherever she picks up lunch from, she'll pick me up lunch too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
My childhood was like that too. My mom worked from home and we lived right across the street, and so she would always be able to bring us lunch, and I thought it was the coolest thing. So I totally understand.
Yeah, it's always cool when mom brings in your lunch from the local places.
Yeah. Do you usually get just a Big Mac and French fries?
Well, I also get a Dr. Pepper every day, and always ketchup, because ketchup is the best sauce.
Okay.
And Dr. Pepper is the best soda.
Okay. And then do you ever pack any fruit with you for lunch when you go to school?
No, we don't usually have fruit at our house.
Okay. All right. Well, maybe that's something that we can put on some of those papers that I said that I would print out for you, and we can talk to mom a little bit about different things that would be good to keep in the house and things that will give you more energy for practice and that so you can help reach your goals. When do you usually have practice? What time in the day?
We usually have it after school. That's when the varsity team practices. And since I'm in middle school, I just go over after school is done and then I can join in their practice.
Okay.
So it usually starts at like 2:30 or 3.
Okay, that's really cool that they let you join. So the meal that you had before practice is your Big Mac and French fries. Would it be okay if I talked a little bit about how the body processes foods and how that can affect your performance?
Yeah, that would be okay.
Okay, so when your body is exercising and you're playing softball or you're running and you're doing any extensive exercise, which is like a hard exercise, you're working out really hard, the body isn't focusing on digesting your food. So in your tummy, your body isn't focusing on to get it through your tummy, and it's focusing on more of how fast that you can run and how much it can push you. So before game or practice, we want to stay away from things that the body is going to have a harder time digesting in your tummy. So those things are things like greasy foods or food with a lot of fiber in it. And fiber is what keeps you full. So fiber goes through the body a lot slower than a lot of other things. So the body has to spend more time focusing on digesting that. And so when you're working out, it'll get stuck in your tummy and your body can't get rid of it. And so it's going to focus on breaking it down, and it's not going to focus enough on helping you get faster or hit harder when you're batting and stuff like that. So we really want to stay away from those foods, and we want to focus on lean proteins and what we call simple carbs. And so a simple carb is something like white bread or white rice, and so that the body doesn't have a hard time digesting those. They go through pretty quickly, so it can focus on making sure that you're the best athlete possible.
So you're saying that I should eat Panda Express for lunch instead of McDonald's?
Well, Panda Express is not bad. We can always find good options. And so I don't want you to think that you can't eat any foods. It's just all about in moderation, and to think twice about what you're going to be doing after you eat and what to pick on the menu for that activity. So at Panda Express, they have teriyaki chicken and they have white rice. And so you'd be able to eat that before a game, and your body wouldn't have a hard time digesting it, and you'd body be able to focus more on your performance.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a great idea. I love teriyaki chicken.
Okay, good. And then I know for some of the kids' meals at different restaurants, they have you can get some fruit on the side too, and so you can eat fruit before practice or before a game.
Okay. Is fruit usually a good choice? Does that have any fiber?
Some fruit does have fiber, but most of the time, no. Fiber is a lot more in vegetables.
Okay.
And so we still want you to eat vegetables, but we want you to eat vegetables after your game or practice.
Okay. That can happen.
Okay.
We'll need to tell my mom.
Yeah. We'll bring your mom in on the next session, so I'll give you all your papers and everything like that. And I think it'll be a really good assignment for you to try and talk to your mom and tell her what we talked about in the session, and then when you guys come back for the next one, I can try to talk to you and your mom and see what you remembered and if we did any changes, or when we set goals at the end of this session, if you were able to achieve any of those and things like that.
Okay, sounds good.
So with that said, let's set some goals so we can help get you on the varsity team, because I know that's what you really want.
Sounds good.
So let's think about some simple things. Do you have a school cafeteria?
Yeah, we have a school cafeteria, but no one really eats in it.
Okay. All right. Do you ever go to the grocery store with your mom?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Well, when you go to the grocery store, do you think you would be able to ask your mom if you would be able to get 2 fruits for the week?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So maybe we can try that first, and we can try to get 2 fruits at the grocery store, and then we can split those up between your lunches. So we can try to get at least 1 fruit in the day.
Okay, so every single day I have to eat 1 fruit?
Just at school.
Okay.
Let's start at school first, and then we can work towards the weekends.
Okay.
And that will give you some more energy while you're at school to try to focus. And then also you'll have a little bit of that energy left when you get to your, to go to practice after school.
Awesome.
Okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Emily. And I can't wait to meet with you and your mom in a couple weeks. Do you think 2 weeks will be okay?
I think so, but we'll check with her.
Okay. We'll check with her after the appointment, and I'll get all those printed out for you.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Allison.
You're welcome, Emily.